Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffin Gaming Classics. Sorry for not posting as many videos as I would like to be, but life gets in the way, right? A lot of heavy stuff has been happening, but we're doing well, we're all happy, and speaking of being happy, today's coffee. So this is Happy Coffee. I don't know too much about this one. My wife picked this one up. Made in the US, based in New Jersey, and grown in Hearth Central and South America. Carefully roasted for a smooth, bright finish. Brilliant directions: make, drink, smile, repeat. Pretty good. See if there's anything else on here I should be expecting. It says with notes of cashew and elation. And it says here we've partnered with NAMI, the largest mental health organization in the U.S. to provide meaningful support wherever you are. If you or someone you know needs help, please call 800-950-NAMI or visit NAMI.org. Together we can make things better. NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness. Pretty neat. Here you go. Drinking it black. Yeah, just tastes like coffee. I have nothing really. I guess I could capture the. I'm not a big fan of these coffee companies say cashew. I don't. When I hang out with my dad, I eat a lot of pistachios and cashews, and I'm not getting cashew. Sorry, I'm an avid cashew eater. I'm not really getting cashew. This cup is a called a Kuska. I've been to Finland quite a couple times, and this coffee cup is based off of that design. I got it in Finland. Got it at one of the gift shops, and big fan of it. So if you guys are ever in Finland, I'd recommend picking these cups up. There's tons of coffee shops in Helsinki, or gift shops, and you'll see one of these mugs there. So I would recommend picking it up. Anyway, so today's topic is going to be about related to the PS5 issue and the preference of game media and physical media. I should probably have something going on here in the background. Actually, that'd be kind of neat. I'll do that right now. I'm gonna take a note off Jason Schreier and just do raw cuts because it just makes my life easier and it's more fun. You guys get to see the authentic experience of video making. So PlayStation ending its physical media run. I've told my friends that's both it's bittersweet for me. It sucks because PlayStation's my preferred physical media at the moment, Blu-ray discs, and I'll get into that in a moment. But also, the nice part of it is it's one less console I have to collect for. I don't really have like the obscure like Jaguars, and I don't have those, or the 3DOs. I don't have anything like that. Like in terms of like the mainline consoles, I pretty much got them all. I'm missing the Dreamcast. I used to have one. I regret that I got rid of it, but I used to have one. So yeah. I mean, with PlayStation discs coming to a close and in 2028, it's relieving to know that that's one less console I can collect for and worry about missing out on good deals. And that's kind of where I'm at with my Super Nintendo. Actually, like I'm very happy with my Super Nintendo collection. Like it's at the point where like I would say I'm like 90% collected for the games I want. I'm not trying to collect every single game. I'm not that kind of collector. I'm not a shelf collector. I'm a enjoyment collector of these games, and I'm not going to be one who buys a sealed collector's something just to put it on a shelf and never open it. That's not me. I will, if anything, I'll probably buy a collector's edition and open it. I don't care about reselling it down the road. I take that back. I like the fact that authentic games have a value that they could be sold down the road, but I don't buy games with that in mind. That's not the primary. With Blu-ray discs, and why I chose PlayStation for my collecting over pretty much Switch and Xbox is my best friend told me about NAND Flash, and NAND Flash is kind of like, it's in these Switch cartridges, it's in reproduction cartridges, it's in Evercade cartridges, and it seems like it's a cheap alternative to create these cartridges, but what's not great about them is that just on their own, they just slowly degrade over time. NAND flash is like ones and zeros, and just I don't really understand the mechanics of it, but just over time, it just kind of just erodes over time, voltage wise, or something. It's like it's slowly losing voltage within the cartridge, and it will just go away. I didn't know that, and I was on the path of collecting Switch physical games, but my friend really kind of he realized it or not, he kind of course corrected me, and so now that I moved to Blu-ray, because Blu-ray has a longer lifespan. I guess I'll talk now about that. So I think why I wanted to make this video was to talk about my journey and things that I've learned, and hopefully pass along to you guys. So the best version of a game to, in my opinion, to have for that will last a long time is the original cartridge. Like, here's Sonic 2 for the original Sega Genesis. This is a mask ROM, and everything you need is built right on the cartridge. It doesn't use EEPROM at all. It's everything you need is here. And as long as you just use some Q-tips and clean the contacts, this game will last my lifetime, very likely. So in terms of like buying for longevity, maybe that's what that should be called. Buying for longevity would be vanilla original cartridges will have a very long lifespan just from the nature of the way that they're made. Second, past a mask ROM authentic cartridge would probably be Blu-ray, which is why I've been picking Blu-ray over Switch games. So Blu-rays have a natural lifespan of like, I think a minimum of 50 to 100 years, just minimum. And Blu-rays over regular PS1 discs are very durable. The caveat that I'm aware of, and I'm sure a lot of people are aware of about Blu-rays and the like, is that, you know, if you leave them stored in your attic or out in your shed or in your garage over years, and humidity has had its way with it, yeah, you're gonna lose your disc. You're gonna get disc rot. So that's not me. I'm aware of it. So I don't keep my games in that condition. My games are kept in a I'm aware of what the humidity is and the temperature is of where my games are stored. So if it ever gets too wet down, right now they're in my basement, it's okay. Like I said, I'm aware of the conditions of the discs in the basement. I have a thermometer. I have a way to see the temperature and the humidity levels down there. So if it was a bad spot for them, I would not put them there. So that's Blu-rays. And same thing for CDs as well. So PS1 disc, Dreamcast, Sega CD, so on. I don't know what kind of format that is, that CD format, like CDR or something. I don't know. But the same thing. Just don't leave them in your attic. Don't leave them in your car for like 5 years. Don't put them outside in your shed in a box with things stacked on top of them. Just, to me, common sense stuff. But that's how disc rot happens. It's the adhesive between the layers kind of loosens up, and all the water gets in, and then the data will just go away. So I guess that would be number 3. So in terms of physical longevity of these cartridges, it would be original cartridges, mask ROMs would be 1. Blu-rays would probably be 2. 3 would be prior to Blu-ray discs would be 3. And then I would say after that, now we're in the Switch cartridge market. This is like your DS games, your Switch cartridges, things like that. That's where I would say that's probably the 4th spot. And then after that, I'm aware that these I got one here. These Evercade cartridges are. I love Evercade. I love Blaze Entertainment, the guys who make Evercade. But what does suck is that these won't last a long time just on their own. They haven't been around long enough for that to be confirmed yet. So these are just based on numbers. So no one knows for sure yet. But it's predicted that these won't last long at all. Just again, back to the NAND flash sheets. They just, over time, the voltages will just, I don't know what's going on in them, but just from just this being in a box on a shelf, it will just kind of just go away by itself. Now you can, from what I've heard, you can prolong their lifespan by putting them in the console, which is the point of them, right? But if you happen to buy, if you have a large collection and you kind of just forget to go back to every single Switch game and to every single Evercade game, every single DS game, 3DS game, you would have to go to each single one, put it in, maybe just power it on, and honestly, maybe that might not be too much of a time sink, but it's just something you have to just remember to do. So, and you can prolong the life of those from what I'm understanding. So, there's been reports of like some Pokemon games for the DS just kind of doing this. There was also a side note on that, though, that was also a bad batch for those. So something to keep in mind is that now when I say lifespan, I'm talking Evercade is predicted 10 to 20 years before they'll start acting funny, and then Switch cartridges from 10 to 50 years. It just really just depends on Nintendo made cartridges will last the longest. They have the highest quality cartridges, and the third-party publishers I think are using cheaper cartridges, so those might not last as long. So I think that's about it. Yeah, reproduction cartridges like those these licensed re-releases. I don't have one around me, but those are made with like EEPROMs, I'm very sure, or if not, they're using some sort of a flash module that's soldered to a board, and then that has a Sega Genesis case on it too. So I would put that in that fourth category of longevity for this media. So I recommend, if you're getting into this, that you buy original cartridges, because those can last a long time. If they're taking, all you really have to do is just clean the pins, and they're good to go usually. And but they do offer a premium, so and there's also things too that a lot of this really is based on numbers. So it's really hard to say like if all this is completely accurate data, but I can't. I'm making purchases based off the knowledge that we have now, and all that points me to the things that I just told you. So I'm not saying don't buy Switch physical games. You should buy them. They're very fun and nice. But for me, I plan on retiring in about 30 years. And if the average lifespan of Switch games is 30 years, I don't want to retire and have all my games just be done just because of just the way that they're made. That would suck. So this PlayStation thing sucks too. Because that means less things to collect for, which is a good and bad thing. But also too, that means I'm going to probably switch over to buying Switch 2 cartridges, and based on everything I just said, we're not entirely sure how long those will just on their own naturally last for. So I think that's about it. Yeah. Doesn't this look nice? I gotta make a video about this. This is I think my next video should be about how I've been surprised by this is RF, by the way. This is an RF signal, not composite, RF. And I think the bad name that RF got was because the base do I have one around here? This thing. I got one in here. That these come with, these things suck. These are terrible RF cables. These I don't know why, but every console that came with their own RF thing, these are like the worst made RF cables ever. If you get like a good composite cable, or not composite, a good component cable, like not component. Oh my god, I can't think of the word. But like when you get cable internet, that coax. If you get a really good coax cable, you can hook that up straight up to your retro console, and that is such a solid cable. You get such a good quality image from from those cables. So I think that's gonna be my next video, just talking about how we've been lied to about RF, and I was surprised. I couldn't believe how good this is. The Genesis naturally kicks out terrible RF and composite signals. That's not new nothing new to anybody. But the SNES, the composite looks great, and then when I make that video, I'll do some nice zoom ins and screenshots on that, because it looks really nice. So yeah, 13-inch CRT, got from Goodwill, $5, and I think this is the perfect size CRT. So all right, I think I'm kind of rambling at this point, but yeah. So again, recap: original cartridges, mass ROMs will last almost probably forever if you take care of them. Forever. Blu-rays would be 2. Discs would come after that, like CDR. I don't know what that format was called prior to Blu-rays, and then your Switch cartridges, and then 5 would be Evercade, the Blaze, whatever they use, whatever technology that is. So, and then 6, I would say with Evercade, and then 6 would be the reproduction mass EEPROM cartridges. So yeah, I recommend that, and thanks for watching, and let's be happy, everybody. Go buy some happy coffee. I'm sure it'll make you happy. Hopefully watching this video made you happy. So, okay. All right. See ya.